Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video and I have nothing to make a video on since this month or this next cycle. I'm really not going to be doing anything, which I can't really call it a cycle because Aunt Flo hasn't come, so if I don't have my period, I just don't really consider it a cycle. But anyways, so I wanted to make a video anywho, and so yeah, I wanted to do this tag video. So I'll get right to it so the video won't be like super duper long. Okay, so the first question is, will you find out the gender? 100% yes, absolutely. Mainly for the fact that it's our first child, so I don't want to keep it a surprise. I think maybe once we're towards the end of having children, then I'll say we'll keep it a surprise. But for the first child, we'll be definitely finding out. Will you use a pacifier? Yes, but I believe, and this is just my opinion, after they're about a year and a half, I think it's time to get rid of the pacifier. I think after that it's just ridiculous. Do you have any nursery ideas? Not really like as far as theme ideas, but I know that I definitely, if it's a girl, and even so it could be for a boy as well, but I kind of just want to keep it very chic. I'm a very, I guess, fashion forward person, so I'm really into fashion and being very sophisticated and classy. And I know if we have a boy, my husband is definitely going to want to deck it out in like sports theme because he's very much into sports, especially baseball. So that'll probably change as far as a boy, but for a girl, I think he definitely would let me be very sophisticated and chic. Are you the first, middle, or last of friends to try to conceive? Technically, I'm one of the first or middle out of my friends to try to conceive, but I am actually the last to have a baby since I haven't gotten pregnant yet. But anyways, next question. Will you get or use hand-me-downs? I would say yes, because I don't have a problem with having anything used or anything, but for the fact that when you have your first child, I know that my mom and my sister will be like super excited for me, that they will go crazy buying me stuff, so really I would have no need to need hand-me-downs. You know, I know 100% for sure, even as far as me with my shopping addiction, that I would be going crazy buying baby stuff, so it would be really stupid for me to have hand-me-downs unless it was something really special. But there's nothing that I have out of families that would be special. How close in age would you like your children? I would like to say I would keep them within like a 2-year mark, just because me and my brother are a 3-year difference, and my sister and my oldest brother were like 10-year, 13-year difference, and growing up we were never really that close. I mean, she was more like another mother, and my brother, I never really just knew him. And now we're close, you know, that's great, but I just want my kids to all be close like me and my youngest brother are. So I would like to keep them within a 2-year range, but we'll see how good that happens. Will you make your own baby food? I never really thought about that question. I guess I just never really thought of making baby food. I know of some people who do, and I haven't really looked into it, but if it saves me money, then 100% yes, I will definitely make my own baby food. Will you co-sleep? Not really sure what the question's asking. Will you use a stroller or believe in using a stroller? Why wouldn't I? I'm not going to carry the baby the whole time. Especially if I go on walks. My dog's like all up in my face. Especially if we go on walks. We take our dog for a walk like all the time. And I'm certainly not going to carry my infant the whole time on the walk. That would be like extremely uncomfortable for me or my husband. So yes. Will you go back to work or stay at home? I would like to stay at home, but I know that it would just be really hard for us financially if we did that because of my husband getting out of the military. So I will definitely go back to work. but at the same time, I won't be away from my child for long lengths of time, because at my job, I work at a daycare, and I work with the after school kids. So I go into work at 2 o'clock, pick them up from school at 3 o'clock, and their parents pick them up by 6 o'clock. So I'm only at work for 4 hours. And so for me to go back to work after I have a child, you know, I'm only going to be away from my baby for 4 hours of the day. And so it's not like, you know, being at a 9 to 5 job and missing my entire day with my child. So, you know, it's all good. Number 11. I'm not even like numbering these. After newborn or infant, how long will you let the child cry before going to them? I can't really say, because I've never had a child of my own, but I guess I'm probably going to say as soon as they cry, I'm going to want to pick them up, just because I hate hearing babies cry. I feel like extremely guilty that they sit there and cry, and I know that a lot of people just let them cry because they have to self-soothe, but for me, I can honestly say that I would just let them cry and cry themselves to sleep, or let them soothe it and work it out themselves, because I just don't like hearing a baby cry. So I am going to say I'm iffy about that question. How often will you bathe the child? I would assume every day. I mean, I've never had a child, so I can't say for some of these questions that I would know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I mean, to me, I would bathe the child every day. Just like me, if I take a shower every day, I'm probably going to bathe my child every day. Will you do extended rear-facing car seat? I'm not really sure what an extended rear-facing car seat is, but I will definitely look into it. I will get more information on it, but as for right now, I don't really know what it is. Will you breastfeed? If so, how long? 100% yes. I definitely plan to breastfeed, but really it just depends on if I can get my child to latch on. I know a lot of children have a hard time latching on, or sometimes it just becomes extremely painful for the mother that they have to stop breastfeeding. But even if it just becomes painful, or if my child has a hard time latching, I'll definitely pump breast milk. So to me, that is still breastfeeding, because you're using your breast milk. When will you introduce solids/baby food? I think it just really depends on the child and what your doctor suggests. So I'm not going to make that call. I'm definitely going to get an opinion from a doctor and obviously see how my child grows. And do you want a boy or a girl first? I want a boy first, just because I've always had an older brother, but I just feel like having an older brother, there's just more of a protective situation. I know I had an older brother in high school. He protected me from, you know, boys that wanted to date me that he knew were bad boys, and I didn't know who they were. Do you have any names picked out? I do have some names picked out, but I guess I'm one of those people I just don't really like to share, because not necessarily like, oh, she took my name kind of thing, but I just like to keep it a surprise, especially anything could change. You know, if we have twins, that will definitely change. Twins run in my husband's family. How many kids do you want? My husband says 3. I like to say until I feel like I've had enough. You never know, I might want like 6 kids. At this point, I think we've agreed with 3, but we'll see. Will you homeschool? Probably not. I definitely plan from the time they are about a year and a half to the time they go to preschool. I definitely want to do a lot of interaction with them, as far as like teaching them numbers and letters and sounds and animals and colors and stuff like that. Some of the kids that are at the daycare that I work at, they're 4 years old and they don't know half of the things that they should know at their age. So I won't homeschool them, but I will be teaching them before they go to school. Home or hospital birth? I actually have been thinking about a home birth, but everybody says for your first child you should do it in the hospital. But right now it just depends. I'm contemplating it though. So as of right now I'm going to say a hospital birth, but I am considering home birth. Planned C-section, epidural, or natural birth? I would like to say that I can handle a natural birth, but if I'm in a hospital, I'm probably going to ask for the epidural. If I do home birth, obviously it's going to be natural, so yeah. Will you drink while pregnant? Clearly not. Get hammered, a glass of wine occasionally. Considering I don't drink now, I probably won't drink when I'm pregnant, and I really don't find it that safe either, so probably not. Will you use cloth diapers or use disposables? I definitely plan to use cloth diapers. I at first was kind of like hesitant on using them, but I've done some research and I've read about them, and at first I thought it was kind of disgusting, but now that I've looked at them and really thought about it, it saves money, and I just think it's a better way to keep your child from having rashes and breakouts, and it's just overall healthier for the environment. So I definitely plan to do cloth diapers. For the first probably week or two, I'll probably do regular diapers, just because I've read that a newborn's poop is very tarry and it would be hard to clean out of cloth diapers. So for the first 2 weeks, I think I'll stick with the disposables, but other than that, it would definitely be cloth. So that is the end of the questions. I haven't really seen too many people do this tag. Maybe I just haven't subscribed to a lot of people that have done it, but I definitely want to see some other people do it. And I'll definitely be doing some other random videos until the end of the month when I actually have something to update. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!